Hi, today is Thursday. Can y'all see that? Wait. I don't know if y'all saw it. Okay, but trust me, today's Thursday, August 7th. The day before I leave for college again. Oh my gosh. Oh wait. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's T. Shout out to Erica. Yes, but the purpose of this video is to, of course, give you guys some very useful tips for college. These tips can go for anybody that's an upcoming freshman or returning back to school like myself, who just needs a little bit of a refresher, because I'm gonna take these tips as well. And while we do that, I just don't want y'all to just like watch me talk. So I'm gonna tint my eyebrows. I said that very lightly and very loosely because I've never done anything like this before. So we're gonna see how it turns out. Fingers crossed, that's all I have to say. Yeah, because I am playing with, like, technically playing with dye on my face. I did do a test strip on my thigh and on my inner forearm like 3 days ago, and I had no irritation or nothing, so I think overall we should be good to go. Yeah guys, okay, aside from me being a girly who's just giving tips right now, I am kind of nervous to going back to school. I don't know, I'm an anxious girly, so I'm a bit anxious, and I don't know, I don't want to say fearful because my mom told me, you know, nothing to be afraid of, but I don't know, I just really hope for success, you know, and I guess that can be scary sometimes. Like, I don't know, we don't get too deep in that. Okay, so it said to add water to the thing to make like a little paste. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm making a little paste like thing, but let's see. I have pretty much 3 separate categories for these tips. The first one being preparation tips, like truly just anything that'll have you prepared for college. Then I have some academic tips, and then I have social tips, which are like being aware of your surroundings and being safe, and things like that. So yeah, let's get into the preparation tips first. First tip: if you are not a morning person, do not become one in college. I know that's very cliche and everybody says that, and that's the first thing people say, but trust me, they don't say that for no reason. Same thing goes for late in the evening classes and stuff like that. You don't want to be the only one stuck in class and you and your friends trying to go out to eat or something like that. You get what I'm saying? And you also don't want to get up too early and be burnt out from being up 7 a.m. in the day and have to go take a nap, and you can't do that for the rest of the day. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't recommend taking classes if you can help it before 9 a.m. I've taken an 8 a.m. I've taken 8:30s, and I done had a 9 or 9:30-ish. 9:30, if it has to be morning class, 9:30 is work best for me. Also, no Friday classes. You don't want to be stuck in a class on Friday. So if you can help it, especially, well, you really don't want to have class every day of the week, but especially if you can have an off day, try to make it a Monday or a Friday, I'd say. Okay. Number 2, do not overpack. It's so tempting to try to take your entire room. If you're like me, don't do it. There's no reason. You have no reason to pack all that stuff. You're gonna come back home. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to take that stuff a different time. You don't have to take it right now. Trust. See, it's no problem. I get focused and I shut up. I gotta remember to keep talking. Okay. Number 3, always have 2 sets of sheets. You never know You know what I'm saying? When you gotta wash your sheets real quick and you don't want to be stuck having no sheets, and you get what I'm saying? Having to put a blanket down or something or whatever. Because you can't just sleep on top of the mattress. That's a no. But yeah, don't do it. Don't. Just have 2 sheets. Trust. They look pretty alright to me. Maybe skinny this up a bit. I don't know. Oh, that's just my eyebrow. I don't know, chat. Yeah. Anyways, alright. Number 4. Buy a power strip. You need to plug up so many different things. Buy one. It's gonna change your life. Just buy one. It's the best. Number 5. Get a planner. I feel like you need a planner, you need a whiteboard, and you need to set reminders on your phone. Those are the 3 things you need to do for all your homework assignments, all your due dates, all the things you need to do, all the meetings, all the things. Just do it. You have to write those things down and visualize it so you can really solidify it in your head, because you're gonna forget, because there's so many things to remember. So one of those things are bound to slip your mind. Trust me. When you go to college, you move in a few days early for a reason. That's so you can get accustomed to everything and use that time wisely to go explore. Go find your classes. Do not be one of those people who are searching for their classes, or God forbid, running to a class because you don't know where it's at. Go find your class at least 2 days prior to when class starts. Something popped in my head about the due dates and stuff and planners. Read your syllabus. Definitely read your syllabus. People don't like to read that syllabus. Read your syllabus. All the dates are right there. Next, when registration rolls around, get up. Yes, it's gonna be 6 a.m. You gonna feel like, and it's gonna be more classes. Trust me, no it's not. No it's not. Get up, register for them classes, and roll right back in the bed, honestly. That's what I did for the last like 3 semesters that I've been in school at Georgia Southern. Just do it and roll right back in bed. It's worth it. This is just being prepared in general. Always be prepared. Always have all the things you need. This includes what? An umbrella, rain boots, portable charger, fan, snacks, gum, lip gloss, mace, I don't know, all the stuff, gun, like, you know, the stuff. Just make sure you're prepared. You never know when anything's gonna pop off. Just be prepared, always. If you're like me, I like to snooze my alarm. So to counteract that, I set my alarm at least 30 minutes prior to when I have to get up. So that gives me a chance to snooze it 3 times. And not be late to school or nothing like that, and still feel like I got a little bit of extra sleep because I snoozed it. Do that. You get what I'm saying? Instead of being late, just set it a little bit early. Because I need that. I need to feel like I got extra sleep for some reason, and that always does the trick. I can't say always, most of the time. Number 10, parking is stressful. Make sure you allocate enough time so where you can go get a parking spot, because you don't want to be one of those people that's late to class solely because you driving around the parking lot. Like, it's the worst feeling, because you right there, but you not there because you can't go park that car. Number 11, college has power outages. I don't know why it never clicked to me that your college dorm, your college campus, that power can shut off just as easy as anything else. So be prepared for a power outage. You need to have bottles of water, batteries, flashlights, non-perishable food, all the nines, all the sorts. You need to have that, because them lights will go out on you. What? Number 12, budget. Oh my gosh. Me personally, I think I did pretty good spending wise last year, but I've heard of some people who don't do so good spending wise, because I don't know. I've always been good with money, but please make sure you budget. Like, I would suggest writing out a whole list of your expenses that you absolutely know you need every single month, and then possibly, you know, miscellaneous stuff in case you want it. This is more so for people who have a job. If you don't have a job, I'm assuming, hopefully, there's somebody in that pocket that's gonna give you money. Even with that, still budget. You get what I'm saying? You never know. I don't know, because it's easy to just spend money, swipe your card, spend money because you're on your own, but those numbers add up real fast, so you don't want to be left in the hole nowhere. I like to spend my money at stores like Aldi's, because I don't know, I never feel like I'm spending too much money at Aldi's. I feel like I'm paying a reasonable price. So if your college has a Aldi's or something like that, or what, if you know somebody who got a Sam's membership, I don't know, something like that, you know. Yeah, so you can be out here saving a little coin. Number 13, if you binge eat or binge snack, do not keep that stuff in your room, because when you get hungry in the middle of the night, it's so easy to just roll over and grab a little snack. Trust me, if you don't want that freshman 15, don't do it. Don't do it. And if you do have a snack, have something like a bowl of oranges sitting on the table. I don't know, anything that's not gonna be too heavy sitting on you at night and you go right back to sleep. You get what I'm saying? Because that's really how, like, that weight can accumulate if you're not looking for it. So yeah, don't do it. Number 14, if it's free, take advantage of it. Number 15, have some medicine ready. You are gonna get sick. For the first time in my life, you guys, I got a sinus infection, and when I tell you I was miserable, y'all know the kids that cry and like just rub their face and just snot everywhere. That was me for the first time in my life. Well, first time I can ever remember. That was the worst experience in my life. You're gonna get sick, so have some medicine. Now, for a sinus infection, you need to go to the doctor. But if it's like a common cold you feel coming on or whatever, have some medicine. That's really gonna save your life. I suggest Theraflu that you put in the water and drink like tea. That's what I personally enjoy. And I would get an air purifier as well. Always have some emergency items for emergency guests or like surprise guests. For example, like if you had somebody spending the night, you didn't know they spending the night and they didn't really have no stuff, no nothing. Have some basketball shorts, big t-shirt. I'm assuming you gonna have more rags and towels to spare, and an extra toothbrush. And to be honest, you're good to go. Number 17, make an agreement. Okay, if you have a roommate and y'all have shared spaces, off rip, make a contract or a living agreement and y'all stick with that. You know what I'm saying? Put all your boundaries you think you can think of in that moment, and possibly for the future, put it in that contract. It's gonna save y'all life, and that's something y'all can refer back to. You get what I'm saying? If anybody stray off course, like, hey, you know, this is what we agreed to, put it in writing. Now, our school did that. Like, we didn't have to do that ourselves. So I'm not sure how all other schools do it, but if they don't do it, y'all do it yourself. And you can say, hey, this was a agreed upon, you get what I'm saying, contract we had. They're not living by it, and somebody should handle it from that point on, because you can't just be living in no mess and no dirt or whatever. Like, no. Number 18, get at least 2 people's contacts from each class, because you never know if you may miss something. You need to contact them. You need to ask them, you know, hey, what are we doing in class today? What can you share the homework? or can you write my name down for attendance? You never know. So make sure at least 2 people, because that first person might be sick just like you might be sick, or ain't want to go to class just like you ain't want to go to class. So that backup person is really gonna come in clutch, trust. Mine used to be my roommate and then an additional girl that I met in the class, and that additional girl always came in clutch. The last one for preparation, always check the weather before moves, because you don't want to go based off of what it looked like outside right now, and you walk out of the house, get in that car, drive 30 minutes down the road, and weather completely changed. Like, you don't want to do it. It's gonna ruin the entire day. Just make sure you check the weather for sure. Okay, these eyebrows, I really don't know how long I'm supposed to leave this on there. Un momento, please. Okay, y'all. I done went and washed it off and stuff, and not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging it. But I'm gonna touch it up a little bit on my right eyebrow, because that one, I think that was the first one I did. So that one was kind of like trial and error, but I'm really digging my left eyebrow. Like, I think it's really tea. Let's get into the academic tips that I have for you guys. Okay, so the first one is another cliche. I'm telling y'all, the cliches are really not too cliche, because they're true. Like, there's some truth in it. So I don't know, just because you've been getting yourself ready and staying on top of your schoolwork at home doesn't mean it'll all come naturally to you. And by that I mean, people think like, you know, oh, I've been I have my own routine since down back since middle school, whatever, cool. You really need to have that routine though, like so dead serious, like jam-packed in your brain, because I'm telling you, it's a different ball game when you out there on your own. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's different. You have nobody at the house, you know what I'm saying? If you running late to remind you this and that, baby. Most of the time you be in there by yourself. Like, I'm telling you, check them out. I don't know. I really like the thick, full, natural look. So, yeah. Okay. C's make degrees. I heard this phrase late in my second semester, and honestly, I subscribe to that. I do. I genuinely, yeah. You have to be okay with not getting an A. I promise you, once you become okay with that, things will be a lot more smoother in your own mind, because you won't be there beating yourself up. I'm telling you, like, I don't want to say lower your expectations of yourself, but sometimes genuinely the smartest people will get a C in the class, and I can't even say the smartest, most intelligent, whatever. You have to be okay with that. I don't know how else to put that. Yeah. And also to tag along with that, you might have to repeat a class. You have to be okay with that as well. Sometimes life just happens, and that class wasn't it the first time go around. So guess what? You a little bit more prepared than everybody else, because you done seen the material and stuff like that. So just take it again. Just take it again. The only thing is, yes, it costs money, but don't internalize that and beat yourself up about it, because I promise you that'll get you nowhere, and that'll definitely put you in a rut. I'll say that from experiencing, you know what I'm saying, not straight A's all the time. Like, once I stopped getting straight A's, it was like, ooh, I'm not used to this. But you can't let that determine you, honestly, because a lot of the times people let grades in college define them, which to an extent it does, but that's not all you're about. So you can't just sit there and just really harbor all those bad feelings against yourself like that, because it's not worth it. You're trying your best. As long as you're trying your best, and your best is actually your best, and you putting forth that effort, I feel like feel like that's okay. Number 3, study smart. When I say this, I mean study and learn the best way that fits you. Don't just copy notes from the lecture and do nothing with those notes. If you learn better through repetition, cool, you can copy notes. But like, just don't copy them just to be copying them. You're not really understanding what's going on. I suggest making note of if your teacher has, or if your professor has a lecture slides and stuff, download the lecture slides and just mark up the slides. Like, make little notes of what they're saying next to those slides, because sometimes they read straight from the slide and then develop on that topic. If it's like that, then cool. Sometimes it's not always like that. Sometimes you have a lecture and they're talking to you, and then you have to work on a paper, like fill out a paper at the same time, so it's not really notes you're copying. I would suggest maybe recording the lecture, listening to it back if you need to, but really to make note of what the teacher is saying, basically, because at that time you really just got to be an auditory learner. The next one, number 4, do not do your homework in bed, because you gonna think you doing homework and think you studying, but you really not. You tuning in to whatever's on that laptop, on that TV, on that phone. You're really not doing homework. And like, because bed you associate with comfortability, and you get too comfortable, you fall asleep, whatever. Don't do it. Just go sit up at that desk, go sit up at the kitchen counter, go sit in the living room on the couch. Like, a lot of times I just had to sit in the living room on the couch. If I want to be comfortable but not in my bed, sit on the couch. Like, that's way better than laying up in the bed. I promise you, you're not gonna be as productive as you think you can be. Number 5, use Rate My Professor. Promise you, 10 out of 10. Use Rate My Professor. People leave honest reviews about these professors at all these different colleges. Those little ratings are gonna definitely be your best friend, so use it. Use Rate My Professor. Number 6, go to tutoring and office hours. Those people have that stuff there for a reason. It's nothing wrong with getting tutored in college, because 9 times out of 10 these people were getting tutored who are now tutoring you. They got tutored. Now they understand the information a little bit better than most people would, so now they're just passing on that information from the previous tutor. You know, it's a cycle. Go to tutoring. My school calls it SI. I still don't really know what SI stands for, but it's called SI. We go to SI. SI has helped me when I had to take biology. So use it. Go to them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes peers can help you a little bit better than the lecturer, because they understand it on a student-based level. So I would definitely go to tutoring. Number 7, you might need these people in the future, so be kind. Be kind to one another. Be nice. Be pleasurable. Be approachable. You know what I'm saying? Recommendation, yes, you may need a recommendation somewhere, and you never know when you may need that bio professor in your back pocket who just adored you the entire class. You know what I'm saying? Because you talked to them before class, after class, answered a few questions here and there, wasn't afraid to go to office hours, wasn't afraid to write emails, anything. My favorite thing probably is to introduce myself and probably write emails. I did go to office hours more in my 2nd semester. But yeah, make sure, especially if it's a big lecture, I promise you, if they know your face, that's better than them not knowing your face. Because there's so many people. My school, my one professor might have had like 400 to 500 kids a day. You get what I'm saying? That's just on, okay, if I saw her Mondays and Wednesdays, let alone the Tuesdays and Thursday classes, that's even more students. You get what I'm saying? So really make yourself known, stand out. It'll help you in the future. Number 8, if you use chat, at least use it to your benefit, right? I don't mean just, what is this answer? I mean, hey, use this this PDF, create me a detailed study guide, give me a timeline of when I should study, stuff like that, that'll be more beneficial to you and help you in the learning process, as far as just giving you the answer, because that stuff will come back up. If it's for your degree and these classes aren't just classes, you know what I'm saying, for no reason, that stuff will come back up, definitely. Yeah, so don't just use chat for the easy way out, I guess. Number 9, when you're studying, I don't suggest watching TV or anything, like nothing visual that'll distract you like that. I only suggest auditorial things like a podcast, music, something of those sorts. Don't have anything on where you can like easily get a little glimpse of it, and now you know what I'm saying, you trying to balance two different things. Not like that. I like listening to music. And the last one for academic tips: spread your homework out evenly. Spread your study days out evenly. Just make sure you spread everything out evenly, and especially according to test days and like quiz days or due dates and stuff when stuff is due. Like, I can't really explain it. I wish I had like something to show you. I should have showed y'all my schedule or something. But yeah, just make sure, and especially I think you should be doing some sort of homework, something 2 or 3 times a day, like in the morning, in the evening. Definitely you should be working on some what am I trying to say, some form of homework, studying something. I didn't realize my first year, probably my biggest downfall, that if I planned it out, I did a little bit each day, it would save me a lot of time, or I was trying to have entire days where I did just work and get really, really burnt out. So I know it sounds like a lot, but if you're doing a little bit every day and even taking breaks in between those little bits of time each day, it'll 10 times be so much better. For our final little topic for this video, it is, I don't know if this TV has been like really super loud. I'm just gonna pause it. Social / staying vigilant tips. These two are more so just being safe. I'm just say that. Number 1, know when to lead a function. Women have this thing called intuition. I don't know what guys have. They have audacity. I don't know. They have instincts, I guess. I'll say that. I won't say all of that. But they have instincts as well. But know when something don't feel right. Know when to remove yourself from a situation, because that can definitely save your life. Save some heartache. Save some, you may be getting in trouble, whatever. Just know when to leave. Like, be aware of your surroundings. You get what I'm saying? Just be on your P's and Q's. If people are arguing, or if, you know what I'm saying, if anything comes to people having to have words with each other, offer up, just leave. You get what I'm saying? Because that only escalates further, especially if there are substances mixed in it. You get what I'm saying? Or you get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people act funny off of substances, and they act funny when it's a crowd, because they want to, you know what I'm saying, their ego is up here and they don't want to get embarrassed, so they're trying to show out. You know what I'm saying? People do a lot of things because they don't want to be embarrassed. So bottom line, know when to leave. I really always say this, but always watch your surroundings. Like, especially speaking as a woman, I don't like to be anywhere and be on my phone and not really be looking where I'm going or stuff like that, because you just never know, especially at night. Because I will say, in college, like, you just get up and go. I get up and go all the time. If I'm hungry, I don't just lay in bed and let my stomach growl. I can get up and go get something to eat, because places be open and stuff, and it's like, who could tell me I can't go get nothing to eat? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but you have to be careful doing stuff like that though. Like, I'm not locked and loaded, unfortunately, but I have like pepper spray, I have a taser, I have I have a phone, you know, just, I don't know, being away at college as a girl, like, that can kind of get kind of scary sometimes, which honestly is so sad. But yeah, that could be a whole separate video on how to truly be prepared, or be safe and just being aware of your surroundings and stuff like that. Honestly, you just gotta be observant, gotta be nosy, especially if it's concerning you and your safety and your well-being. No, always keep that head on swivel, I'm telling you. By the way, I want to insert a picture of, I don't know, it just popped in my head, of like essentials black girls would need for school. I saw it on Pinterest and I really liked it, so I want to put that in here somewhere. Okay, now for the social aspect, or the social part of the tips. Number one, the biggest thing people asked me when I told them I was gonna make this video was to address making new friends in a new city and how do you adapt to that and stuff. Number one thing I always say when I get this question is everybody feels exactly the way you feel. Everybody is thinking, dang, how do I make new friends? And guess what that tells me? You just need to talk. Like, you just need to speak. Say, hey, I'm telling you, like, relationships you wouldn't even imagine can blossom from a simple hey or a compliment, or, you know, anything like that, being kind, anything. Don't be afraid to be the first person to speak. I get, like, you know what I'm saying, you might be a little timid, but like I said, I think the easiest thing honestly is to give somebody a compliment, like, because things can flow so naturally just through a compliment like that. Like, tell somebody you like their hair. Oh, thank you, girl, I do hair for a living. Girl, you do hair, I might get you to do mine. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I can chop it up after that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to be confident though, and probably have people skills, and know how to build off a relationship. I mean, not a relationship, a response. You have to know how to build off of certain responses. A lot of people don't really know how to carry a conversation because they don't really know what to say, especially with small talk. Honestly, say anything, like anything that makes somebody laugh, like anything, I'm telling you, like, and honestly, you'll be good. I don't know, just overcoming being in a new city though wasn't really that hard, especially where I am. It's not too much different from my hometown. I really didn't want to go anywhere that would be too busy because I get like kind of overwhelmed a bit. Yeah, I never want to go to college and like be in the city at the same time. So Georgia Southern really does provide me a bigger area for me to grow, or bigger environment for me to grow, but still feels homely, still feels out the way. You get what I'm saying? It's not too much going on. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. You have to be comfortable, honestly. That's a part of growing up. Some things are gonna make you uncomfortable as well, and I think you have to be okay with that too. A lot of people are scared of change, but nothing, the world wouldn't go around if changes didn't happen. So I don't know, you have to adapt and get accustomed and know that you'll be fine, honestly. But the biggest thing, like I said, is you're not alone in feeling like, oh, how do I make new friends? And the biggest thing I think, truly, I don't know what I saw. I always say I saw a study, I saw a news article, probably saw a TikTok. But these people on TikTok, like, they be relaying news articles. So I feel like that's somewhat kind of like being tuned into the news. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at is, I saw something where they said like recently college students haven't been making too many new friends, but sort of staying connected with their hometown friends. And I can see that kind of playing with my first year of being at Georgia Southern. I can say I made a few little friends, but like, I don't know, as far as deep, meaningful relationships, I don't think I'm there yet, which I would like to be, because, you know what I'm saying, why not? I want to have a friend that I'm like, yeah, we've been friends since college, bro. Like, we met in college, oh my gosh. Like, I just want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to have somebody like that. But yeah, like I told y'all, a lot of this stuff I gotta take it as well. I gotta take my own advice, especially when it comes to making friends and stuff, because I don't know, I was kind of in the house second semester for sure. I didn't meet a lot of everybody that I met was in first semester. Second semester though, I was just so ready to get out of there. I didn't care to meet anybody. Number 2, this kind of goes with what I said earlier, but you have to be okay with being alone. Like being by yourself. Okay, I lied. Just don't go with what I said, because I was just talking about making friends. I don't know what I'm talking about. But this is when you can't make any friends. I don't know. You just don't have no friends right now. Just pretend you don't have any friends. I don't want to say a loser, but you're a loner. You're a loner. You know what I'm saying? Sitting at the table in the caf by yourself. You have to be okay with that. You can't be socially awkward. You can't feel anxiety for going to get a meal by yourself as an adult with other adults around you also eating. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the times, people won't even go to the caf because they don't have anybody to go eat with. And it's like, you would rather not go eat because you don't have a lunch buddy? Like, no, you have to be okay with being alone. You're an adult. Doing activities alone, riding the bus alone, like, you know, just being okay with yourself and learning yourself. That's very important, and I feel like people develop that in college. So just know that coming into college, you're gonna be by yourself, and you have to be okay with it, because everybody's by themselves at some point. Like, I don't know, a lot of the times people think in college these are like self experiences, but a lot of these experiences are very universal. Like, so many people go through the same thing you're going through, and you just don't talk about it. I didn't even know that until I opened up my mouth and talked about it, and it's like, whoa, you know exactly what I'm going through right now. And it's like, solidarity, brother. I love that. Number 3, always show kindness. I said that earlier. Remember to be kind and show gratitude, especially to people who service you, like the bus driver, the cafeteria staff, the custodians. You know, speak to these people, because a lot of the times they get overlooked as they just provide a service. But, you know, these are real people. You get what I'm saying? And like, I remember my bus drivers, those were the main people I made sure I always spoke to, because without them, you know what I'm saying, I probably have to walk 20 minutes to class. And I faithfully caught the bus every day for my dorm. So yeah, thank those people, like, the world. But with being kind, don't be agreeable. Don't be submissive. Don't be very docile. Like, as a woman, a lot of the times people like when you just yes and nod your head. Don't be her. If you, I don't want to say it like this, but if you have to be a cunt to get shit popping, do that, because people will run over you. Don't let nobody run over you. Like, so yeah, no, definitely be assertive. Be the assertive woman, but be the grateful woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta, it's a balance. You gotta be fierce, but you know what I'm saying, know how to be a lady boss at the same time. Yeah. Number 4, definitely make time for yourself. Take your day off, make time for yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is, I don't know, a really big thing I did was not take days off, and I found myself burning out so bad. Like, it would be well into the semester, you know what I'm saying, maybe 3-4 weeks left, and I hadn't missed a class yet, and I'm spiraling. And it's like, it's okay if you miss a lecture today, bro. It's genuinely okay, especially with those 2 contacts that I mentioned earlier, that, you know what I'm saying, that's in your class that can relate information to you. Yeah, use them. It is okay. I don't agree with skipping classes and stuff like that, especially since, baby, these ain't free classes. Like, you pay for these classes one way or another, you paying. So don't just skip class because you feel like you can, and nobody's really holding you, you know what I'm saying, nobody's holding you to that except yourself. But that should give you all the more motivation to keep going. Yeah. But when you can't, on them days that you truly can't, bro, it's cool. Like, nobody's judging you. Guess what? Your mom's not there. Like, you can take a day off, bro. It's okay. I wish I had somebody to tell me that my first year, like, dude, chill, like, stay home, like, something. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. But with stuff like that, if you really need a day off, a lot of the times you're so overloaded, that day off turns into a day of bed rotting, and you really don't even feel like you had a day off because you still felt so low and just so da-da-da. I honestly suggest sitting outside. Like, sit outside. I used to have a balcony at my last place last year. I sat on my balcony and like just felt the wind on my face and stared at the trees all the time, just to really try to ground myself again, because that's important. You need that. Number 6, know basic life skills. Like, there should be no reason in college you still call your mom to set up any kind of appointment for you. Like, now, yes, you may have questions about it, but I don't know. A lot of the times, college kids don't really have the self-help skills that they need. Like, why don't you know how to do laundry yet? You get what I'm saying? Now, let my mama tell it. She'll tell you I can't cook. But I didn't starve last year. Okay. Yeah. Know how to live, bro. Live on your own. You get what I'm saying? You're an adult. You need to be okay being alone, because that'll make the transition into adulthood a lot smoother. You won't feel like you just jumping into it and you rushing, you don't even know all of the things, or If you don't have anybody to ask and to go to about things like that, though, I don't know. I don't want to be insensitive. I do feel for you, because I get sometimes you feel like you don't really have anybody to teach you the ways. I see a lot of people talk to ChatGPT. I don't know. Maybe chat it. ChatGPT, you know, I feel like they can role play as a father or something. You know, hey dad, teach me this. I don't know. Is be resourceful. It's tools out there to teach you certain things. You get what I'm saying? To prepare you for adulthood. Like, as far as life skills to help you survive, basically. Number 7, get into the habit of a routine and discipline. You really want to be disciplined, because when motivation falls short, discipline picks up the slack. I'm really trying to work on that myself, because once you're disciplined, that's instilled in you. Like, that's, you get what I'm saying? Not much can break that. That'll be your biggest asset, not even in just college, but in life. Be disciplined. Number 8, don't let a man or even a woman hold you back from certain relationships in college. Granted, that's in the parameters of in a relationship, yes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do nothing that's gonna make me look bad in my relationship or disrespect my relationship. But if I want to go out because I'm in college, me and my man had no problems with that. Like, and honestly, there shouldn't be any problems with that. As long as that line of communication is open and you two trust each other, then that's cool. Now, if you don't trust each other, y'all shouldn't be together. But yeah, don't let anybody hold you back from having a good time, because my mom talks to me about that a lot. She always tells me she feels like she didn't have the college experience that she really wanted. She was just running home and for different reasons. And you know, I'm very, very grateful I have somebody in my ear like that telling me, because that's what I'm telling you guys. Because now I have that instilled in me that nobody but me can ruin my college experience. And that's all I'm allowed. I don't even want to allow myself to do that, but I dang sure can't let nobody else do it to me. And that also goes for trying to meet new people and get into new things in college as well, like people who go to your college as well. That's a whole another ball game. I don't have too much advice for that because I wasn't doing it, but I heard the rumors and I'm not interested. Even if I, you know what I'm saying, didn't have what I was going on back home, I'm just not interested. Nah, I'm not. Nah. Number 9. I am a little bit superstitious. So, if you took that shower and you already in that bed and you get a call on that phone and it's like, girl, it's boy or you know whatever, it's da-da-da-da popping off, you need to come, da-da-da-da. Oh my god, don't do it. Hang up the phone. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. My mom always told me, once you get ready for bed and you already in the bed and you cozy, don't allow anybody to call you at your house like that. You know what I'm saying? Because no, it's just you just don't do it. You never know. I get the want and the need and the crave to want to go out, but like I said, if it's to that level, and like I said, you were in bed, covers on you, bro. Don't go out. It's always gonna be another function. I'm telling you, that's the thing about college. The functions don't stop. The parties don't stop. Nothing stops. You're gonna be okay. Number 10. This also goes with partying. If you choose to party, be careful. Especially if you having a party in your dorm. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Buy an ottoman. Buy an ottoman. This should have been in the preparation tips, but buy an ottoman. Now that I said that, back to what I said before. If you are not of legal age to be drinking, do not allow anybody to find that out. You will get in very big trouble. Not from personal experience. I don't know that from personal experience, but don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't get caught. If you hear them sirens, throw the cup as far as you can with all your might. Just don't do it. Don't get caught with it. I'm telling you, don't get caught with it. Number 11. Do not have everybody in that car or your personal space, your home, your living area where you lay your head at, where it's supposed to be peaceful. And you know what I'm saying? All them different energies and stuff. Don't allow that. Don't allow that. That's your space. And especially with that car. And they gonna try and make you try to be the designated driver. No, this ain't Uber. Don't become an Uber in college. Trust me. Especially if you're not getting paid for it. Don't have everybody in your car. Because trust, they gonna run that out fast. And you can't really help it. If you're the only one in your living area with a car, set boundaries early, because they go try to make you the designated driver. I'm telling you, don't do it. They gonna try to rely on you for every little and I'm telling you, in college, day to day, you have too many things to do to be worried about a second person and what they have to do. It's too much. Yeah. Okay, number 12. No, college doesn't have a dress code. However, it's a plethora of network and everything there at college. You can network and meet new people and maneuver your way through a lot of things. A lot of people make the world shake through college connections. So with that being said, you have to present yourself accordingly. If you want to make a professional connection with somebody, you don't want to be wearing pajamas, you know what I'm saying, when you meet them, you know? I get being comfortable, but just remember, you know what I'm saying, you never know who you're going to meet on any day. So always be some sort of presentable, professional, you know what I'm saying, polished, you know what I'm saying, everything. Number 13, your school has clubs. Join them. If it interests you, join them. Your school, I don't know if your school is like my school, but my school has a lot of clubs for so many different things that I didn't even know people wanted to be a part of a club for. So yeah, look those up, join those clubs, because sometimes those connections can come right there from that one little club, and that could take you pretty far. You never know. But join the clubs. and go to the functions that your school have. I promise you, you're gonna regret it if you don't. You're gonna miss those days, you know what I'm saying, when you're not there anymore. You're gonna miss, you know what I'm saying, those basketball games, those days where you meet in the clubhouse to go paint rugs. I didn't go. I mean, I'm gonna go this year, you know what I'm saying, but I didn't go this year. But I have another opportunity, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, just do the little stuff like that. Now, like, we had a goal party, I think. I went to stuff like that. Our school has something called First Flight. I do go to First Flight. I plan to go this weekend when I move in. But yeah, just go to the functions, dude. And last but not least, for our tips, don't forget where you came from. When I say that, I mean a lot of the times people move away and forget about home. They forget about their family. Now, I'm saying that being also aware of not everybody's situation is ideal, and they have an ideal situation, an ideal home, and they can have that close connection with their people. Sometimes college is the escape, but not talking to those people, talking to the people who, you know what I'm saying, your parents boo-hoo cried when they dropped you off now, not when you left, but when they dropped you off at college, they boo-hoo cried. Call them people. Or I prefer to have my people call me. Like, they had my location, so when they noticed I was home, they called me, and 9 times out of 10, especially if I wasn't asleep, I answered, because hello, I want to talk to y'all. Like, that's how I did it. So yeah, just have some sort of, you know, conversation, communication with your folks back home. Yeah, especially like when you visit home and you wanna, you know what I'm saying, load up on some paper towels, some toilet paper, some snacks or whatever. That's what them phone calls gonna come in handy. You can't just pop up and then wanna take their stuff. You gotta already, you know, develop that little relationship across state lines, how I did, you know what I'm saying? So when you pop up and you take stuff, it's just like, okay, it's alright. You know, it's just, yeah. Also, don't let anybody shame you into how often you want to go home or often you don't want to go home, because it's your choice. I'm assuming if you're in college, you're an adult. So as an adult, you get to make your own choices. And this is your life. That's your gas. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So yeah, do what you want. Do what you please. If you want to visit your family every other weekend, cool. If you want to go home every weekend because you can't take school anymore, cool. It's nothing wrong with that. Like, who, you know what I'm saying? If people tell you that, you know, you go home a little lot, just tell them, oh, my family like me. My family loves me. You know what I'm saying? Like, something simple, like, because why I can't go home? If you don't want to go home, why are you making me come home? But you guys, that's it for the video. Those are my tips. These are my brows. Safe to say, I think we executed both pretty well. If y'all got anything to say about my edges, I don't know, just don't talk about me, because yeah, this is what happened. I don't know, when you take a shower and stuff, I guess. Yeah guys, that's it for today. Those are all my little tips. I don't know, I just pray anyone watching this video has a very successful, prosperous, happy, fruitful year in college, because I get it. That's all. I get it. I get how college can be. I get how overwhelming everything can be. I get it, and I'm here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, toodles.